Hello, YouTube. This is Terrmeister Terrific Tuesday, and I will be talking about some of my favorite musicians and some of my favorite songs from them. This Thursday, I'll talk about my favorite movies, so stick around for that as well. Music is a universal language. I remember going to Motown the musical, and it was phenomenal. People of all shapes, colors, sizes were gathering to hear classics like from the Supremes, the Four Tops, the Temptations, and the Miracles. I remember also remembering the fact that this was also during the time of segregation, and at least legal segregation. And the Temptations said that when they, or at least in the miniseries, it said, we went to Alabama, and then when we returned, the color line was gone. We'd like to think our music had something to do with it. I really think so. But one of my favorite genres of is soul, period, dot, end of story. Neo soul hit a little different in the 2000s, or as I called it, grown folks music. You could relax with a nice glass of wine in one hand and the remote in the other. Erica Badu is one of my favorites of the genre, called Tyrone. What was it? On and On. That was the one that I was thinking definitely. But and there's another one that she has that really just all of it's sheer poetry, along with Music Soul Child. But this next one, Jill Scott, absolute favorite. I love her style, her wholesomeness is just really beautiful. A Long Walk, Getting in the Way, He Loves Me. That's one of my absolute favorite ones because it reminds me of a man who is secure in himself, who is bereft of ego and acts tenderly towards her, and she loves him with all of her heart. Gimme is one of my absolute favorites. I love that song. It's just so catchy. Better at Home, The Way. She's just phenomenal. She is stellar. But Golden has to be my absolute favorite of hers because it's so uplifting, really positive, and I feel a light turn on when I listen to the song. Some other artists that I love, Dolly Parton, because why not? She's such a wholesome woman, just beautiful inside and out, very savvy interviewee, and she's done a world of good for her Tennessee home county and children's literacy. It's a dream of mine to meet her and to go to Dollywood. So another branch of soul that I really enjoy is Blue Eyed Soul, which is basically saying it's a white artist. Bobby Caldwell, What You Won't Do for Love, a seminal classic of like black folks are blaring that every time. Every time it comes on, we turn it up because it's such a phenomenal song. And there are people who did not know that Bobby Caldwell was white or is white. I was one of them. It was crazy finding that out. I'll link a compilation below of people finding out on in the description. But Hall and Oates are some of my absolute favorites. I listen to quite a few of their songs. The Righteous Brothers, I want to listen to some more of because Unchained Melody it's lit, and I love watching people react to that song. Simply Red's Holding Back the Years, Robin Thicke with Lost Without You. I originally thought that he was Maxwell when I first heard it. Another one artist that I love, love, love from the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, John B. Now this guy, what I liked about him was that he was just himself. He didn't perpetrate a fraud. Like he wasn't like Vanilla Ice. He wasn't trying to fake the funk. This was John B. Like his music, like he was the real deal. Other what I really like about his songs also were that black women were the queen of like every what is it? Every leading lady is a black woman in his videos. And I'm like, you know what? We need to do some more of that in our in black in black music because black women are phenomenal. So other favorites, Michael McDonald, especially What a Fool Believes. George Michael with Careless Whisper, excellent. Culture Club, I'll Tumble For You, Karma Chameleon, which goes to show that good music is just good music. It will be appreciated. And then, of course, the Bee Gees and Rick Astley. Now, I came of age in the 90s, and I love a lot of that music, especially the 90s were a phenomenal time for R&B. And, and I love Mariah Carey is definitely one of my favorites of all time. But I do love 50s music. Um, and especially as it's being used in all these different movies like Karina Karina. And then there was another one where Rubber Biscuit, I found out that song title because of another movie of a movie that it was in. It was in Crybaby, but it was also a snippet in Super Size Me Too. So who are some of the other people that you listen to? I like the singles. Like I'm not usually an album person, but sometimes I'll listen to an album just to figure out which songs I actually like off of them. Sometimes it'll be single digits, but who are some of your favorite people? Read or leave me a comment below. And this Thursday, I'll talk about some of my favorite movies and some of the people that introduced me to them. See you soon.